Today we celebrate that it is now officially summer by getting ready to have little toy cookout stuff. How stupid am I? Oh boy. If you want one of these, just gonna tell you right now, go to 5 Below. A few people have posted these things and they scale really well. They actually have a few different things. There's like a refrigerator, there's a sushi shop, and there is a bakery thing. But this one, come on, it's summer. We're about to have 4th of July here in the United States and celebrate the best way we know with blowing stuff up in the sky. Those are fireworks, and having our little wieners out. And by wieners, I mean our dinglings. No, I mean hot dogs, you weirdos. Let's open this thing up. We'll look at the back. Okay, so there's computer-generated images of what's inside that you can clearly see. You don't need the images in the box. Whatever, we're getting rid of that. Boxes are for garbage. Here, we make noise, because it's plastic. All right, more garbage. Here we go with the tiny little grill. Look at that. Oh man, you just need some little charcoal, briquettes, and charcoal. Said those words at the same time. Look, you even have a little bit of, what the hell? That's propane and propane accessories. That's a Hank Hill for you. Then you get some steak, raw, T-bone. That would be a T-bone, I guess. Yeah, definitely raw, because you haven't cooked it yet, duh. We gotta cook it. It's all raw. Then we got the little grill pieces. Those are gonna come out right now. No, they're not. Go from the bottom. Go from the bottom. We got some grill pieces that will go on the top of the grill in case you're not a man and you don't know how to grill. These go on top. Jeez, man up. Learn how to be a man, okay? If there's any message that I'm ever sending out there on this channel that collects toys and looks at toys, like this one, this toy, there's one message. It's that you need to man up and learn how to do manly things, like collect little tiny little baby turtles because they're cute. I've lost my mind. I don't know what's going on. I haven't even had an energy drink today. There we go with our tiny little burger. Now, this stuff is, it's okay, right? It's fine. It's not, it kind of looks like pizza. What's going on here? What? Those are supposed to be tomatoes? No, it looks like pepperoni slices on your burger. That's kind of not great. So quality is, you know, it's 5 Below. But it's good enough. Did Super 7 make this with all the shiny plastic? That's a dig at their quality. So here is a little wiener. My friend Mo knows a lot about tiny little wieners, so you can ask him if you need more info on there. And then you got this big fat boy with some mustard on it. And it goes right in there, right betwixt the buns. Get this little tiny thing of ketchup, which is okay. There's no label, but it's a toy. Again, how do I have to tell you guys? It's just a toy. It's not gonna be real. It's not gonna look realistic because it's not real. Think about that. Then we got the little, look at these, they work. The tongs, squeaky, squeaky, squeaky. You can pick up your tiny little weenie that Mo knows all about. And then you got this, which isn't really gonna work on anything, but that would be for poking your steaks and flipping your steaks. Then you got some kebabs. Look at this, look at these little kebabs. That's pretty neat. And this one, which has some other things on it. I don't know what kind of meats and stuff, but they're there. And then you got your little thing of mustard. There you go. And what's this? A tiny little knife. Look at that. Man alive. So this, what does it work well with? I don't know, because I haven't really done anything with them yet. This doesn't seem to do anything, even though it looks like it would. Why? I don't know. Seems like that would come out. There's a little spot there that looks like something would hook into. It doesn't. That's weird. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a man. I don't know how this works. You got the propane thing, which let's find out how that. Does it have a specific place to actually plug in? Nope. Whatever your little imagination does, that's how this will work. So there's no like little hose or anything, but I'll be right back and I'll show you how to hose it up. You can go to your local craft store and find this stuff, pony bead lacing. Comes in different sizes, there's all kinds of different ones to get, but if you do get it, this stuff, it actually has, if I can even get this into the camera hole, can't focus it. So the end of this bead lacing stuff, it's actually got a little tiny hole in it. That's really hard to get that to come through the camera. But this stuff, you can use super glue and stick it to whatever you want. So if you need like a little hose and you want it to be on here, you could just super glue it. Maybe even drill a tiny little hole in it and then glue it that way. But whatever, that's not what we're here for. But that's the stuff that I use to make this little big buck hunter. Excuse the rough paint job back here in the orange. But I turned them little arcades into a big buck hunter. Talk about being a man. You want to be a man, we talked about that, we covered it. You got to man up and learn how to do stuff. This is how you do it. You turn tiny little toys into big boy buck hunter stuff. But yeah, so that's the same stuff. I drilled a little hole right through that, glued it into the shotgun, and did the same thing here. Drilled a hole and then just tied it. Anyway, we're not here for the arcade, okay? We're here for this, and I bet there are some incredible creators out there, some customizers. Do you watch this channel, customizers? If you do, tell me what we can do to really bump this thing up. What kind of stuff can we put in there that kind of has that look of the glowing briquettes? I think that's kind of the missing thing at this point, aside from the obvious choice that you know, it's all plasticky, and some people will probably want to paint these things. But yeah, so that's pretty sweet. You could take your little weenie, your tiny little weenie mo, and stick it on here and then cook it. That's how grilling works. You got your mustards, you got your ketchups. Well, that's backwards. I said it backwards. Anyway, all this stuff, it has a home. You can put it here. You can do stuff with it. Look at that. Isn't that fun? Okay, we did it. What a great episode. Anyway, Five Below. It's $5, and some of their stuff is actually above $5 now, which is insane because their name is stupid now. Five Below and up. But yeah, a fun little thing that works with your figures. Let's see. Now, the obvious stuff is to take a little Ninja Turtle, and you take them and then you put stuff in their hands, and then you go, oh wow, that did work really well. See? Jonathan wasn't a liar. Look at it. The scale's great. It looks like this when you put things with it. I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid. But there you go for scale and all that stuff. And I don't know why I'm doing it like this, because it's kind of, I have to hold it and everything falls out, when I'm just gonna stick it over here and do like a little thing so you can see it. And for looks wise, I'm sure that the Toon Turtles are gonna be best because it all has that kind of toy plasticky look anyway. Versus the real stuff, it's like, well, that's fun, but if you really want it to look right and look good, yeah, just use these guys together. It's perfect. And because they're a little bit smaller, it's even better scaled. And of course, that means any of your standard Hasbro stuff that is the 6-inch scale is also gonna look good. Man, this is, I'm just taking a dump on my table. But look, so that's a good scale, right? You got some pretty good options. It's gonna work really as a nice setup, so any of the toy photographers are probably gonna have a good old time having some barbecue out there with their little tiny weenies. That joke still works, right? It's still funny. But because we're a bunch of adult men playing with our toys, we can grill out and have our friends, our tiny little friends, keep us company because we're alone and sad. Because it's just us and our toys. Nah, just kidding. Obviously, most of us are idiots. There we go, I did it. So Five Below said that once or twice, and then watched that video, I guess, just because, I don't know. If you enjoyed this at all and you made it this far, then just, you'll like that one too. See ya.